Speaking of the Raptors and their slew of talent they have going on that may or may not fit all together, let's talk about the Rookie of the Year, Scottie Barnes. This has been Strictly Ball Business.
Strictly Ball Business.
Strictly Ball Business.
I like that video.
Shit.
I know you wanted to talk about him. He's having an underwhelming season. 14 and a half points, almost 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 45 from the field. 45 from the field, 32 from 3, and 67 from the free throw. Talk to me. What do you think about his season so far?
Yeah, it's been very up and down so far. He's had some very rough games where he's scored single-digit points with some single-digit rebounds. And just is like, man, you're not involved in the game at all here. I don't know what's going on. But then he has other games where he fills up the stat sheet, shoots efficiently, gets you blocks, gets you steals, gets you, close to 20 points. But, I'm just not seeing the domination I want to see out of his second year ascension. So far, I think it's been a kind of a middling second year. And maybe we should have saw this coming, as he's just not an electric player who's not going to, give us those electric nights most times, out of thin air. But I'd love to see him create his own shot better some more. Love to see him, continue to shoot the three better. He's actually got that up this year. So in a year of some negatives, that is a positive. He's still averaging a steal a game, and he's got his blocks up to about a block a game. So certainly think things can turn around for him, but the turnovers are up. Things have been sloppy. I think, maybe just guys have better game plan on this year. I don't know. Hopefully he can turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see his assists. They're definitely up this year. He's doing a lot more playmaking. And in his last 10 games, he's almost up to 16 points a game. I think it's a lot of things. Kind of what we assumed is there might be a little too much redundancy in this Raptors team with OG, Siakam, and Barnes. All guys that do very similar things. There might not be enough room for all three of them. And that's why I think eventually down the road, they'll be looking at a trade, whether it be Siakam or OG. I tend to lean more they're going to get rid of OG Anunoby more. However, they might not. It depends what they do. Siakam might have more trade value. They might get a lot more for him. It depends what the market looks like. I think they're going to measure the market on both of them. But certainly underwhelming. I think he's getting better. He's getting back into his fit. It's tough to say because, the Rookie of the Year, we talk about it all the time and what it means and all this stuff. I don't think if we're grading it by right now, he's not the best rookie out of that class right now. I'd say it's Evan Mobley. I think Evan Mobley's been great. I'd say he's better than Scottie Barnes right now. It's just because he had such a slow start to the season. I mean, they're 500 team. I don't see them being better than that right now. I mean, Siakam's having a great season. That also might be having some to do with what's going on with Barnes and why his stats are down, because Siakam's just killing it. I mean, I have him on fantasy. The guy's averaging close to 10 rebounds, close to 7 assists. This guy has the ball all the time, so it's tough. They might not have not enough sugar to go around.
Yeah, it's possible. I think certainly you got to trade one of Pascal or OG at some point here. Certainly, I can see why you try to keep them around, as they all have a ton of talent. But realistically, what do you have a better chance at winning a championship with? Multiple guys at the same position, or consolidating a little bit and getting more talent around the board? Realistically, we know they won a championship with a couple of those guys. So yeah, but they also had Kawhi Leonard, who was an unstoppable small forward. So I mean, if they can get another forward like that, maybe this can work out. But I don't see any of these guys turning into Kawhi Leonard anytime soon. If they do, I will promptly apologize. But I don't think that's a hot take. And so they're realistically going to have to trade for a guy again at some point who's going to have that level of talent. Maybe they're waiting for that. Maybe they're waiting for a disgruntled star again.
Yeah, I mean, there's I've had this idea in my head for a long time that I've kind of been excited almost on both ends for, is a Cat Siakam trade. I don't know who would have to put more in but I've always liked that idea. I mean, the Raptors have for years now have struggled with shooting. You get a big like that, and I think Nick Nurse is one of the few coaches, just like Eric Spoelstra in this NBA, that I think can make a top 10 defense out of a personnel like Cat. And obviously the Wolves would excel with Siakam, but I think that would be one of the very, very good win-win trades out there. You think that could be possibly out there?
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I mean that could be interesting because Pascal's got a bit more speed than Cat. I don't know, maybe not that much more, but can maybe be a better defender on the Wolves than what Cat's been. So I can see the Wolves being happy with that. And then the Raptors, they haven't really had any talent at the center position for years. When they did have good talent there, they were a good team. And if they got a guy like Cat there, that probably helped them out a lot. And realistically, they're still going to have great defense. I mean, I don't know, how it's not going to impact their defense much because he's not replacing much over there. So I don't know. I mean, but you are replacing Pascal, so you're losing a lot of defense there. So that's tough for the Raptors. If they would find fair value in that, but
yeah,
I can see it.
Except for they gain a lot in shooting. I mean, Pascal's a good shooter, but he's not the volume, nor is he the efficiency of what Cat normally is. This start of the season is kind of anomaly for his whole career, but you get more. Is that worth it? Do they think they can cover it up? I do think the Wolves would be the ones who have to put more in, and but you also get a superstar back though. Rarely does you get a superstar for a superstar, and I don't think if they traded OG, I don't know if they'd get a better player by trading OG. So there's that too. But Scottie Barnes, he's had a very underwhelming season. I think he can turn it around. What do you think? Let me hear. I want to hear your over under. What he's going to end with points and points, rebounds, and assists this season. Over under. I'm gonna say, give me whether you have over under on. He's gonna finish with averaging 16 points by the end of the season.
Under
16. Under 7 rebounds.
Over
7 rebounds and under. Let's say 6 assists. Over 6 assists. Okay. So you heard it. He's going to less than 16, more than 7, more than 6 assists. Okay. What do you guys think about that? Give me your over-unders. Comment that below. Let us know. Hey guys, only balls, only all the time. Like and subscribe to the video. We want to keep making videos for you guys. Tell us what you want us to hear. Wait.